Hey y'all, welcome back. I just felt really guided to get some messages right now to like the fairy tier and the angel tier. I was kind of just getting messages in terms of when the commands on the back end are going to be carried out on the front end, and to see what's going on with blocks or anything energetically. So right now I'm already seeing delays where it's getting pushed back. It's getting pushed back to the end of the year. So they're trying to keep this admin in as long as possible to delay the sentencing and and they're hoping that by the skin of their, teeth, that they're going to freaking be able to pull this off somehow. I see a tower coming in where they'll be able to negate this. They really want to break into the divine. Like, they want to break in and fully dismantle our protections energetically through these neuro weapons to basically win in terms of like breaking into anything that would allow us any form of justice whatsoever. They want to fully take our destinies and fully get everything that is ours, okay? They're working around the clock to take our destinies and to take us down. So this group is fully desperate. They're working with organs, I'm getting right now. Organs is coming up really strong. Harvesting organs, blood, anything they can get their hands on. I'm getting India really strong with ties to that coming through. I'm also getting Cash Patel coming in around those operations. Murder operations are coming through really strong. So they're desperate. So that means there are inside people that are blocking us from getting the commands out. That means that they're pretending to be good people, but they're part of a full-blown delay tactic operation. So I'm getting General Mattis coming in around that. There's something around babies and families coming in around these operations. I'm not understanding the babies and families, if it's a staging or a staged operation in some way to make it look copacetic, to make it look like they're for justice or for humanity, but they're really not part of that operation. They're working against the country. They're working against us, fully against us, but they're claiming to be for us, okay? So they are, I'm hearing Black Ops. They're connected to Eric Prince. They're coming in with monies. An admiral. I'm getting an admiral. Could be Navy. Nope. It's coming in Marines. It's a Marine operation. It's coming in through the Marines. So it could be through, it's coming in through a medical operation. Okay, the monies are coming in through a medical company. I'm hearing bioplasma is coming in. So that's how they're doing the operation, okay? So it's getting funded off of a Marine operation. It's an admiral coming in around this. That's where the monies are coming in. There's something crooked around it that's also protecting this operation. There's another layer to it. It's not feds and it's not cops. I'm not recognizing who they are. They're on the water. They're another layer. They feel like feds, but they're not feds. They're on the water version of the feds. So I don't know if it's, I'm hearing Coast Guard. So it could be the Coast Guard's doing, look at this. I don't know if you can see this plasma coming in here. It's a Coast Guard. Okay, so the Coast Guard's another layer to the cover up, okay? So they're coming in almost as a layer like the feds on the water to cover up this operation with the Marines, and this is how they're getting the money to fund this operation, this whatever this family thing is with Mattis, to make it look copacetic. And it's coming in as like a bioplasma operation. So I don't know if it's like medical supplies. how they're bringing in the monies. I have been guided to look at ships lately and to keep an eye on the ships on the water, because I know a lot of these are operations to fund these dark military, black ops. So it's coming in with black ops. Okay, so they're gonna be like, oh, we're following through on these commands. We're just getting a plan together. This is how it's going out. Okay. It's looking like they're like aiming for like an October time frame, pushing it back to December time frame. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's like smooth talker operations. Okay. The commands are going to come in. It's all has to go in a certain way. Blah, 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 blah. It is all delay tactics. And then on the other end, they're doing full-blown operations that are satanic, okay? Dark operations to fully dismantle our protections, okay? They're working around the clock on the other operations. I'm hearing it's blood operations, okay? And I know that that's come up before. Let me see what else is coming in around this. So is there anything that we can do to get these dark ops out of the way? Is there anything that we can do? I'm seeing a female on the water, okay? I'm seeing a female. It feels like she's not getting this, like, it feels like she knows what's going on and she has to figure some stuff out, but she's not getting, like, I feel like she needs more people. Like she needs bigger teams or something like that to get these operations revoked in some way. It's something like that. Yeah, it feels like we have to have eyes on the seas, okay? Like really bad. I guess that's probably why I was guided to get to look at all the boats. I mean, I've literally been going through every ship. I've been like, I've been looking at all of the freaking locations, what the names. I have to get to know everything that's going on the seas right now. I've seen children on boats. That's why I have to make sure and figure out where they were moving children. I've seen Russian ships. I've seen U.S. ships with Russians and children on those ships, okay? Like specifically around L.A. I've seen other dark operations through L.A. over a year ago with Navy SEALs that were part of the trafficking operations. They were basically like a cover operation, the SEALs, in regards to the POW operations. So they were like another layer. They were the ones trapping the celebrities through the handler systems. I was specifically seeing Eric Prince trapping celebrities through the handler systems as they're saying a foreman of these operations. So the SEALs are definitely have been like fully, I guess, I don't want to say like infiltrated. They're fully part of these operations. They're another cover-up team of these ops. So yeah, so it feels like they have like fully moved through. They have many cover-up teams, so it's like a layer after layer. So they'll have a clean front team. It's a very clean front team. These are going to be guys that are going to look very stand-up. Okay, like now that I'm like learning how they're doing their operations, they have it's many layers to their operations. I was told that I had 20 cover-up teams. Then it moved to like 30. Then it moved to 42 cover-up teams. So that's a team after a team after team. So if you want to get through the walls surrounding me, good luck. You're going to be coming up against, it's multi-layered. It's going to be on a local level. It's going to be on a military level. It's going to be on an international level. Then it's going to be on a bank level. Those are the teams you're up against if you're trying to rescue me. Like, good luck getting into those teams. or getting through those teams. You have to really be sharp. You have to be smart. You have to understand the level of these operations. You have to understand the backing. These are billion-dollar operations. They said I was going for 2.8 billion in 2023. That was my price tag. They told me I had to look like crap. Okay, I had to look gross to get my price down. Basically, the only people that could get me out would be in an elite category. So like a basic, so let's say, for example, a cop in Manhattan wanted to get me out. He couldn't get me out. Like he wouldn't be able to he couldn't pay the price. He couldn't like get me out. He could try to break me out. Okay, he could try to break me out. But he couldn't compete. He couldn't actually get into the playing field because he was coming up against high rollers. The high rollers were coming in from Saudi Arabia. Okay, a Saudi prince was buying me. Vladimir Putin. Two very known celebrity. I don't know, like one very known celebrity tried to get me out. He was, from what I gathered, he was robbed. He was basically extorted for the money and infiltrated. And then another one was extorted. He tried to do a money deal through two other people in coordination with two other people to get me out. And I believe they were extorted for the money. They were not able to get me out. If they did get me out, it would just be a temporary thing where they're just extorting more money out of the people. Like, oh, she messed up. She's not listening. She's not following the rules. So you have to pay more money. They've definitely done that to other people to get more money out of them. They did a whole exploitation operation on me. They made billions off of me. Billions. And then it came in months later, they owed all the money back, plus more on top of that because of what they did to me. And then they started to get pissed because then it was like, okay, well now she's getting your land. She's getting this. She's getting that. Like, you know, now you owe her the yacht. Mark Zuckerberg, she's getting the 28 billion. And then they start doing infiltration operations into feds, police departments. They start infiltrating on another layer anyone who's trying to bring me justice. Then they started infiltrating through their meta technologies. And so then they started to do different operations in coordination with Elon, where they were tracking me. They were bringing in Air Force. They brought in another military operation, another Black Ops operation. They had Eric Prince's operation. They had a mercenary operation on me. Oh, she's one of us. We're taking her in. We're training her. She's Black Ops. You know, like anything you could think of, these guys do. Then they're like, oh, we're moving her over here. She's doing another operation over here. You know, she's CIA over in this land. I mean, they'll just make up whatever they want. Then it's like, oh, she's going to be filming a movie in Manhattan. She's filming a movie. She was on good behavior for the last 2 days. And then another team is like, Amy, like, you have to get the information out about what's going on with, like, our country and the presidency. And then I slip up and I say, they told me I was the president again. And then, okay, well, there goes that. You lost that because you said this on your channel. There goes that. We're going to do a whole defamation of character on you and your channel to make you look crazy. You lost the movie because you didn't shut up. You know, that's the shit I go through. And now we're going to, you know, do another criminal operation against you. We're going to bring in Crime Family to take you out. That's your gift. You go to crime now. Good luck. That's where I reside. In hell. I know I'm laughing about it, but I don't know what else to do. I mean, it's like, it's one of the most, like, it's like freaking, I live a tragedy every day. So let me just see what else is going on. Stuff is still coming to the light. Okay, right now. Something with teeth is coming to the light. I know that was like another dark operation against me, was with my teeth. Wedding bell operations are coming through. So I think just how dark they are is coming in, because there were wedding operations that all would just suddenly just fall to shit in the 11th hour, and it was supposed to be a rescue operation. And then it was like, oh, Amy effed it up again, you know, with my 42 teams. So let me just see in terms of any changes on the back end in terms of us getting these commands in and bringing in justice in the near future, bumping up the timelines. I'm getting something with canals coming through. So the canals are definitely how they've been moving. You know, I don't really know what's going on these canals. I don't know what the canals are, because I'm seeing narrow canals, like it almost feels like through Africa, like the Seine River. Like it's like I'm seeing these canals. I've seen these canals for 2 years now, or 3 years now. I've seen these canals. I don't know how they would be bumping up a timeline if I figured out the canals. I'm just trying to think in terms of if it's a trafficking operation or not. They won't show me like everything on the waters. Like I've seen some dark stuff on the waters through the military headsets, or through to like an intel dream or something like that. But they won't always show me stuff on the water. Like I'll have to really like focus on it and clear energies and hone in on the energy to like figure out what the hell they're doing in the canals. It is coming up with children, so it could be like child trafficking coming through. The delay operations could also be that they're doing cleanup operations of the child trafficking operations, because they had full-blown operations going on in the Pentagon right as Donald Trump was getting inaugurated. Those operations have since been cleaned up since they were outed. They've been moving the children. These are moving operations, okay? So they're moving the children. They'll move the children every day. So I don't know if that's part of the canal operations, is that they're trying to move or clean up their messes right now. Because I've definitely seen them move the children through the tunnel systems. I've also seen them move the children to Moscow. I've seen the children in Moscow in a weapons plant, being tortured to death. I have tried to save the children. I'll try to put white light in. I'll try to surround them with pink light to get them out, to get information on where they are located. They will use these children to sacrifice them to make their weapons. This is how Vladimir Putin works. This is who they are. It's not the $1 billion propaganda scheme that he's a good guy. He is dark as F. You know, the stuff they do. This is a lot of the children operations are coming in from Russia. That's a lot of the birth of them. So let me just see like what else. They use the children as protection. That's what it is. They're using the children as protection. So I've seen Donald Trump surrounded by a band of children. That means the children are in a facility somewhere being tortured. They would be going through like an adrenal, I can't think of the name of what they actually call it, a facility that pulls adrenal blood from them. So they're going through full-blown torture operations, the children, and they're directed to protect Donald Trump. I will immediately send light to the children once I see them around Donald Trump. Anyone's protecting him, and I see any children around any of these guys, I will get the children up to the light. I call in their guardian angels. I call in to get them out of their dimensions, to get them away from them. They use these children to protect themselves. That's how he's Teflon Don. And they don't want anyone to know how dark these operations are, and that they're actually not just using babies and sacrificing babies, but they're also using children. They're around like 5, 6 years old, 7. They're young children. They've gotten a lot of children from Ukraine as well. They've moved those children onto U.S. soil. I'm seeing like on barges. They're very sick. If people really knew what Donald Trump had done, he would not be alive. He would not be alive. I'm telling you, he would not be alive. And what they have done in the Akashic records, what they've done to the Akasha through the children, they break in to the sacred through these children, and they're doing mass operations. Like I said, I'm rescuing children every day, like every single day. In the same token that I'm rescuing them through the military head system, military portals, they're going to police stations and saying like I'm a trafficker. You know what I mean? It's like, it's literally like I am dealing with Satan times 100, like with this crew. Like they're so dark. I can't even tell you. I've lost almost all hope in humanity because I'm surrounded by them every day. Like it's rare that I'm never around like normal people. Like my average person is very sick. Is the sickest Satanist that you could ever imagine, like that, and they're in my energy field breathing on me. Like I don't have normal people around me. It's horrid. It's horrid. So we have to bump up the timelines. I don't think that a lot of people know about this. They don't have the intel because you have to be a certain military rank to be able to get into these to see some of this stuff. And it's all by design that only the people at the very top are working for Putin and for Trump. So they have the intel. I have the intel too because of my rank. They're trying to, take that from me. But I work with higher powers, man. I work with higher powers. I've been around. I mean, I've had to help a lot of children, a lot of people, a lot. They'll erase that out of the Akasha. They'll erase those records. They'll erase my military records to paint a whole other story because they're sick. They're mentally ill. Donald Trump is ill. He is a sick man. I am telling you, he is very sick. Very, very sick. I saw him today when I was clearing energies. He went right into like a heart attack. They can't survive. They are expired. They cannot physically survive without the children. So we have to get the children. Maybe that's what the family thing is. It's like we have to get the children. So they might be doing a Betsy DeVos operation where it's like, the orphanage in our Christian church and blah, 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 blah. And it's not. It's devil. It's devil operation. That's what just popped up. It's devil. They're taking these children to sacrifice them. And that is the truth. So we have to get the children off of the canals. So they must be moving them on canals. I did stumble upon one ship that was in an odd location. It was between New Jersey and Pennsylvania. When I looked up the barge or the ship, it came up at the end of the ship. It said LCU 2028. And I was like, we're in 2025. That's a 3-year agenda. What is that? 2028. I look up LCU. It comes up as Lubbock Christian University. Lubbock Christian University is from Lubbock, Texas. So Lubbock, Texas is where the meat farm went on fire in 2023, right around the same time that the chocolate factory exploded in Pennsylvania. So I don't know for sure if that is like really the Christian university on a freaking, it was a missionary ship. I don't know if I struck gold and found intel. I don't know if that's like real intel, but I'm just telling you, when you look up LCU, it comes up as Lubbock Christian University, and it was a missionary ship hanging out right by Pennsylvania. Okay. And on the border. It was right between. So, I have justice coming in. This is what I mean, guys. I should have known because I had seen bodies being moved on barges around the same time as the train derailment in Ohio. Okay. Which was also in East Palestine, which now fast forward, look what happened to Palestine, which could have been like their crime ring alerting everybody. Oh, I was also getting that was backed by Fertish, Ukrainian oligarch Fertish. Fertish? I got some intel on the train derailment the other day and who backed the derailment. So he could be a backer. He works alongside of Paul Manafort and Lev Parnas. He could be connected to Felix Sater. I don't really recall this guy that much, but I know he definitely, I had a dream that he was going to kill me. I remember that. I know he's a big player in terms of the oligarchs, but I did get some intel on that the other day. So, I don't know how he's coming in with the monies or how he's a part of these operations. He's coming in as mafia, which is what he fell under before. I always put him in a Felix Sater category. That's the category I put him under. They're saying Mogilevich. So I mean, he's right around those. They're all part of the same criminal network. It was in coordination with Giuliani. That's Manhattan. Could be, Jared Kushner could have been running something through them. I don't know, the Mercers. I don't know how they would be doing the East Palestine train derailment. I don't really know. Definitely has to be connected to Gaza and like everything that happened there. Like I'm thinking, like they didn't just pick that town like out of their ass. Like no, like they did not. They did not do that. I know enough to know they picked that. It's just like the chocolate factory. It's connected to Wonka the movie. And you can look at the leads in Wonka. It's connected back to the Kardashians, okay? The lead is dating a Jenner, okay? At the time of filming. And there's all references to Deutsche Bank in that film. If anybody is in intel and has any intel on that. But anyway. So I will leave you guys there. I'm sending you guys so much love and blessings. We'll love to hear your feedback on this. Thanks again for your patronage. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you all soon. Take care.